It's too open to say dear Ty, dear Sangha, dear friends. We're really delighted and very grateful for this opportunity to share some of our ancient traditions and the earth-based spirituality and the wisdom of our Irish and spiritual ancestors with you, the larger Earth Holder community here today. And as Simona mentioned, we'd like to share a little bit about Samhain. It's this time of the year within our Celtic calendar, deemed the Celtic New Year. And it's also seen as a time when the ancestors are very close, or the closest to us. And so today, as we remember our ancestors and the loved ones who have passed away, we would also especially like to call to mind today Alice, who is mother to our dear Earth Holder friend and CTC Jack, who recently passed away. And to open today, I'd like to start and share with one of our ancient Irish poems. It was deemed the first ever word spoken in our Irish language, and which from the beginning of our time and culture really highlights and expresses our deep interconnectedness and oneness and interbeing with all of life. The ancient poem called Song of Amagen also for me very much echoes Tay's teachings and the poem of interbeing, such as that called me by my true names. After this poem, we will be joined by Maureen, who will facilitate a guided meditation, and Jen, who will share in our theme of Samhain for today. So the Song of Amagen. I am the wind on the sea. I am the ocean wave. I am the sound of the billows. I am the seven-horned stag. I am the hawk on the cliff. I am the dewdrop in sunlight. I am the fairest of flowers. I am the raging boar. I am the salmon in the deep pool. I am the lake on the plain. I am the meaning of the poem. I am the pint in the spear. I am the god who makes fire in the head, who makes way on the mountain, who speaks the age of the moon, who has been where the sun sleeps. Who, if not I? Thank you, dear friends. So now we'd like to invite Maureen to share a guided meditation.
I am really delighted to be with you all. Since you can hear by my accent that I have friends on both sides of the pond. So to those of you in Colorado that I know well, and those of you in Ireland, I bow to everyone. And so if we can just make ourselves comfortable. And feel the grounding to Mother Earth. And know that we are supported by Mother Earth. We are Earth. And Earth also holds us safe. So just beginning to breathe deeply and to feel the security and love of the sangha around us and the earth holding us. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. In and out. Breathing in, my breath goes deep. Breathing out, my breath slows and I slow down. In, deep. Out, slowing down. Breathing in, I calm. Breathing out, I rest. In, calming. Out, resting. Breathing in, I see the season change. Breathing out, the leaves let go and I let go. In, the season changes. Out, the leaves let go and I let go. Breathing in, darkness approaches. Breathing out, I rest. In, darkness growing. Out, resting. Breathing in. The ancestors are in me. Breathing out, I listen. In, ancestors in me. Out, listening. Breathing in, I am a drop in the river. Breathing out, I let go. In, a drop in the river. Out, letting go. Breathing in, the river flows to the sea. Breathing out, I let go. In, flowing to the sea. Out, letting go. Breathing in, I am one with the sea. Breathing out, letting go, I rest. One with the sea, resting. Breathing in, the darkness of the coming winter shelters me. Breathing out, I let go and listen to the stars. In, sheltered by darkness. Out, listening to the stars. Breathing in, I am the earth, the eagle, and the salmon. I am one with the ancestors. In, the earth, the eagle, the salmon. Out, one with the ancestors. Breathing in, I am one with the sea. Ancestors are one with me. Breathing out, I know what is mine to do. In, one with the sea, one with the ancestors. Out, I know what is mine to do, and I let go.
Hello, dear friends. It's Jen bowing in. And thank you, Maureen and Martina, for that beautiful meditation and reading. So we're really happy to be here with you today. We've had literally hours of really beautiful, inspiring conversations about the themes that we would like to bring to you today. And then I had the unenviable task of trying to distill and summarize this down into a short little 10-minute talk. So my hope is that first that you'll forgive me my nerves, and then also that this does some justice to our vision, to our ancestors, and to this beautiful sangha as well. So, in the Irish Earthholder community, we hold dearly our ancestors' knowing of the sacredness of the beings that they shared this land with. Trees, rocks, rivers, and the land itself were held as sacred. In our monthly online gatherings, we draw inspiration from their traditions and how these illuminate and echo our beautiful Plum Village tradition. So we would like to talk to you today about the Irish traditions of Samhain, rest and new beginnings, and drawing on the strength of our ancestors. So we've recently passed through the time of Samhain, and as Martina's already said, this is one of the cross-quarter days in the Celtic calendar and is thought to have marked the beginning of the new year. And some would see this time as a whole season in itself. So it's a time when the veil between worlds was believed to be at its thinnest, when spirits from the other world walked the earth. As such, it was a special time of honouring deceased loved ones and ancestors. And of course, Samhain is now much more widely known in many parts of the world as Halloween. Samhain marks the beginning of the darker and more still half of the year, when trees let go of their leaves, growth slows or stops, and energies turn inwards. What is not needed is released to the earth to transform into the fertile compost that feeds new activity and growth come spring. Samhain is described in The Wooing of Emer, an Irish saga from about 800 AD, as the time when summer goes to its rest. It's really striking that the new year began with this time of darkness and rest, rather than growth or activity, And similarly, the Celtic day began in darkness and rest at sunset. So this emphasis on darkness and rest as a beginning rather than an end, we see as a really beautiful gift of wisdom from our ancestors. And there's such resonance as well with Thay's teachings on rest and healing. For instance, in Love Letter to the Earth, he writes, "There is no healing without relaxation, and relaxation means doing nothing. There is only breathing and sitting. Don't try to force your breathing. Just allow it to follow its natural rhythm. We just enjoy our in and out breath. Healing begins when you aren't trying to do anything. This is the practice of non-practice. If we know how to take refuge in Mother Earth, we can experience healing through sitting, walking, or simply by breathing. We can feel her solidity under our feet. We can see her majesty in high mountain peaks and lakes, in the vast blue sky, winding rivers, and deep oceans. If we truly believe in the planet's power to heal herself, we know she can also heal us. We don't have to do anything at all, just surrender ourselves to Mother Earth, and she will do everything for us. We are the earth is us. We can allow this process to happen by itself. And in this space of darkness and rest, we open to our ancestors. So there are many reports from around Ireland of leaving the door on the latch at Samhain, so leaving the door unlocked to welcome deceased loved ones back home. Also setting a place at the table for them, leaving food out, and leaving a chair in front of the fire. And honouring our ancestors, all of our ancestors, is such a special part of our Plum Village tradition. In How to Walk, Thay writes, "Every mindful step has the power to transform us and all our ancestors within us, including our animal, plant, and mineral ancestors. We don't walk for ourselves alone. When we walk for our family and for the whole world." So Thay emphasizes here how we can bring peace, healing, and transformation to all of our ancestors. And they are also a source of healing, strength, and stability for us. So the simple fact of our existence now means that our ancestors have overcome many really difficult challenges. We are a part of this stream of courage, strength, and wisdom. We are drops in the river flowing together to the sea, as in Maureen's beautiful meditation. And Thay Phap Dung spoke beautifully of our being a drop in an ancestral stream in a 2019 interview. Speaking of Thay's recent return to Vietnam, he said, "The message is to remember we don't come from nowhere. We have roots. We have ancestors. We are part of a lineage or stream. It's a beautiful message to see ourselves as a stream, as a lineage. And it is the deepest teaching in Buddhism, non-self. We are empty of a separate self, and yet at the same time we are full of our ancestors." He goes on to say, "It's also like the light of the candle being transferred to the next candle, to many other candles, for us to continue to live and practice and to continue Thay's work. For me, it feels like that, like the light is lit in each one of us." So this beautiful image of a flame being passed on, the light being lit in each one of us, really resonates with another Samhain tradition. So individual families would extinguish their home fire at Samhain, and then the community would gather at a communal Samhain bonfire. And when returning home, each family would carry an ember from the bonfire with them to relight the fire in their own hearth. So they would also carry the light and warmth of the community home with them. So we see an invitation in these traditions and in the natural world all around us to let go, let ourselves be cradled and restored in the nourishing dark, and in this darkness to light up the fire of our hearts together, drawing fire and strength from all of our blood ancestors, animals, plants, and minerals included, drawing fire and strength from all of our spiritual ancestors, these beautiful spiritual lineages that we're so blessed to be a part of, drawing fire and strength from our land ancestors and their traditions of interbeing. In the Irish context, expressed so beautifully in texts such as the Song of Amergin, which we shared earlier. Texts like this affirm our interbeing so powerfully that we can almost feel it in our bones. I am the wind on the sea. I am the ocean wave. I am the dewdrop in sunlight. I am the fairest of flowers. So relighting our internal flame from these streams of ancestors that flow through us, we carry this fire forth in our presence and actions in the world. As Thai writes in Zen and the Art of Saving the Planet, we have to allow our ancestors, our teachers, the Buddha in us to act. The work of saving the planet continues beyond our lifetime. A closing thought. Let us be the good, strong, loving ancestors that our descendants need us to be. Thank you. So I believe now is the time for Dharma sharing. So I think somebody else is going to introduce the Dharma sharing.
Thank you so much for being with us and for your practice with us here today. And to close, I'd like to offer a dedication of merit from the One Earth Sangha. May all places be held sacred. May all beings be cherished. May all injustices of oppression and devaluation be fully righted, remedied and healed. May all wounds to forests, rivers, deserts, oceans, all wounds to Mother Earth be lovingly restored to bountiful health. May all beings everywhere delight in whale song, bird song, and blue sky. May all beings abide in peace and well-being, awaken and be free.